Welcome back, everybody. Map number 2 between Method and Gamers Academy. This is not Davey beside me. It is Foe from WinOut. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm excited to have you alongside.
Appreciate that.
I knew you were a little bit worried beforehand, but I think we'll do just fine. So give me your thoughts on the matchup thus far.
Well, watching the first map, it was kind of decisive going in, but I think Method's got it in them. I've seen them play. I've played against them online a lot of times. They're definitely a good team. They're not to be messed with. But
yeah, what I noticed on Cash, it was Gamers Academy got such a strong start on their CT side that when they're retaking, it was so difficult for Method to be able to hold because their Molotovs, they had so much money to expend, and when Method was taking, they hadn't burned any of the nades from the Brazilians before the retake had come through, so it was like highly potent.
Yeah, one of the things that that I think that is a little flustering is when it's your map pick, and the other team kind of like starts out really strong on your map. You know, kind of bouncing back from that. Hopefully they can bounce back from that, but I think that's like one of the hardest things for them right now. I think they need to look past all the little flaws that they had, but that's gonna be the biggest bit.
All right, so we are into the game now, and it is going to be Gamers Academy. It seems like a lot of these Brazilian teams love their Mirage. Pushed up. Oh, that's a big entry frag by Lucas. Now storming their way into the bomb site. The CTs had gone for a mid-push here, so the rotate is going to be stifled, but they don't have a smoke up connector, so the CTs can line up a firing squad here. They're trying to get the bomb down as Showtime pushes into the CT area. Taco as well onto Strebber. So Ellie and Toy, last two remaining, trying to take in from jungle as well as connector. Gamers Academy well on their way to taking this pistol round, and they do so with authority. 1-0. Brazilians off to another good start.
Yeah, you know what? That's pretty decisive right there. They did a lot of damage, but they couldn't connect with the frags, and I think at the end of the day, the utility work just wasn't on point on that one.
Yeah, and what scared me was, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but the Brazilians left a hole in the jungle for the jungle smoke. Generally, you have the smoke on top of stairs as well as the jungle area, but Gamers Academy go for an A-buff on their first gun round here, but no Method. They're replying right back at them. Trevor and Toy getting a pistol frag apiece, and now the Brazilians are just going to fall back here and then sit at the bottom of the stairs. Trevor, he's fighting for some more information here, and it doesn't look like they want to fall back to B.
No, one of the things here, they know that Strebber's got the gun, so they really probably don't want to push into him, but they also think that he might just go and rotate to B, knowing that that they had already gone up and just left, so they might think that he might have preemptively rotated towards B with that.
That definitely makes sense here. So the Brazilians just posting up outside of stairs, just kind of not really faking, but by staying silent, it makes the CTs think that they could be falling back to the B-bomb site. They haven't rotated anybody over additionally to the B-bomb site. They still have 3 players ready inside of the A-bomb site here, but still a bunch of AKs on the board for the Brazilians, and they're taking their sweet time. They don't have to put themselves in a dangerous position just yet. They can still work picks for a little while, but since they're moving so slowly, it has allowed Method to bring their B player over. Now it's a 4-on-3 inside of this A-bomb site. We need some entry frags for the Brazilians here, but it looks like Method may be able to do this. Toy getting his 3rd of the round thus far. And he may be even looking for the force here. Lucas is not done yet either, though. In this 1-on-2, running out of time. Just 10 seconds remaining. He gets down. Trevor solo is Toy, and Lucas with the 3K to end that round, and that was really close.
Yeah, they did a lot of economical damage there, so they're probably not too dissatisfied with that round. And from Gamers Academy, it's a really good idea. Whenever you're on those anti-ecos, one of the things that a lot of teams don't notice that they're doing is that they're splitting up too much. Like they just said, let's keep it simple. Let's take 4 or 5 people and just go up into here. We have better guns. The first push wasn't exactly perfect, but eventually they got it done.
And stacks, they kind of fall out of match. Back in the day, it was kind of a standard on your eco round. Just invest a little bit and go for something. So inside of the A-bomb site here, and now just getting the bomb down. Only 1 frag, but given that they didn't invest anything, I guess 1 frag is okay, because sometimes you get nothing.
Yeah, and I think their money's still low on Gamers Academy, so even if they were to win this round, they'll probably put them onto some kind of really bad situation where they have to at least drop a weapon at the very best, and in a best-case scenario for Method, they'll actually have to eco.
So here we go. First gun round now. Method, since they did go for the force buy, they are lacking a lot of nades here. And Gamers Academy have to deal with this mid push. They don't send anybody coming out top mid. They are ready for the push, but Silent brings down Showtime, and then they fall back into the A bomb site. The Brazilians were ready for the push coming all the way up mid, but their player underpass goes down. So down a man as they regroup inside of the B halls. Still got a player in top of mid, who's going to be Henny, and Taco down below. Throwing a bit of a fake here towards the A side. I guess it might not be a fake considering they haven't committed just yet.
It looks like they want to go B, and I don't think it's the wrong situation. They definitely pulled a lot of resources outside of B. Basically, all they've got up here is Justin, spotting.
So Justin here. His teammate does go down. He's stuck at the truck. He does make it out of there in time to reset up for the Brazilians who are underway. Henny, don't let this man heat up with the op because he does not miss. And now Method trying to put their first round on the board. They both come from the back hall area. It's Trevor and Silent combining to bring down Taco as well as Lucas. Still not with the bomb down, but Henny with his AWP is an ever-present threat. But how does he allow safe passage for the bomb plant? Actually, they get it down, and Method kind of allows it. They just want to, I guess, make sure that both of these players are inside of the bomb site as FNX goes down. Henny with the AWP, and he does get caught out. Well, that's still a bunch of frags for him, but finally Method put their first round up.
It's a good round, and on the first gun round like that, you always like to see them, changing it up. Sometimes a lot of teams will just play really passive on the first gun round, and maybe that's not the situation that you want. Toy going aggressive on middle right there, even though he didn't get anything for it, he definitely he's threatened, said, we're not just going to sit back and hold our bomb sites, we're going to push you places.
And that's always it's always such a good thing to see on the first gun round of the CT side, because you don't want to do anything, presumably silly, but like the aggression, as long as it's coordinated and as a unit, it can really throw the T's off guard. And then since that point, or from that point, it will always be in your opponent's mind that you're willing to be crazy and go for that aggression when so much is at stake for momentum.
Really smart on this push for him, though. He doesn't go all the way up. He just hides at top of mid. He doesn't get anything for it, but it was actually really smart right there not to push all the way up like he did the round before. He wants to still go aggressive, but he doesn't want to show them exactly what he's doing the same way. Yeah,
exactly. It's always so funny. I mean, as while you're casting, you can point out something that should happen, but then the complete opposite as Method. Go for the mid push, and the Brazilians this time run right through him. And Justin, last player alive here. Showtime on the hunt. Does not want to allow a rifle into the next round.
The way that Toy pushed mid right there, though, like I said, that's what you want to do. You want to be mixing it up a bit. You don't want to, even if you want to go for that aggression again because you feel like it's the right play, changing it up just that little bit's enough to throw teams off. They didn't see him push all the way up, so perhaps they felt like he didn't push mid. He wasn't rewarded for it, but it was a smart play nonetheless.
Yeah, I did like it. And unfortunately for Method, it doesn't work out for them, and now they are back at 0 in terms of their economy. So 4-1. Brazilians still yet to build that big of an economy, however, given the amount of frags Method has been getting. And kind of similar to their A anti-eco here is just a straight-up commitment to the bomb site.
One of the things that we saw here, I saw both the nades. I was expecting a nade stack somewhere, considering they invested in both of those HE grenades, but it looks like Ellie just threw his early into the round at ramp, and not much else came of it.
No, surprisingly, Ellie gets a frag pretty much raw with that USP.
Every frag you get with a USP is just a bonus
on
an eco like this.
You got to land those double dinks.
It's incredibly difficult.
Get any more? Oh yeah. Well, I mean, once that aim punch comes through, I mean, like once you reach that top level of play, like everybody is so good, just so quick.
Yeah, it's incredibly difficult to get even one dink with a pistol. Between the aim punch and using a pistol, it doesn't shoot very fast as opposed to the rifles that are firing out 5-10 bullets before you get 2 off.
Yeah, definitely. But Method here, they're going to have to double eco, and this is going to allow the Brazilians presumably to get up to that 6th round, making it 6-1. But they have stacked a little bit towards the A side, as they are going to be pop flashing their way into stairs. Unfortunately for them, Taco is not playing below. He's playing up top, and he was impervious to the flashbang, and it looks like he is going to get the 3rd kill here, as they also are dealing with the flank that came through at B, and not a single kill here from the Method side, and this is going to allow the Gamers Academy economy to just blossom.
Yeah, it was another good idea. They wanted to try to cut off people setting up for an A execute, and they had the read right. The flash just didn't work, and when they went through the smoke, they were met with 2 people just staring at them with guns.
You're hoping that somebody is in the area for that flashbang, but Taco just a little bit too far away as he was perched up on top. of the stairs area. And now another gun round, and they're actually busting out the double dragon, 2 AWPs. And this is a switch. And do they really have to make the switch? It's not like they've really played passively, or just let the T's come to them just yet. But both these oppers are just whiffing right now. Ellie as well as Silent can't get anything done with these AWPs. And the T's now are going to have the information that there's 2 ops on the field. So if they could isolate Ellie and make their way into the A bomb site here, as they are splitting, but Justin pushed up at the stairs, but both the entry frags go the way of the Brazilians. Strebber and Silent respond, but still the advantage now for Gamers Academy, as they are still taking into the A bomb site. Haven't gotten the bomb down just yet. The rotate does arrive from Silent, who's going to be peeking in from the CT spawn area. Whiffs another shot. I think Silent might have to put that op down at this point. And they're still retaking. Oh, wait a minute. He's just going to have to keep it in his hands. He does get the frag. Whiffs the second one, though, and now Toy all alone versus Taco and Henny. And this is a highly important round for Method to try to bring home, as the Brazilians are beginning to run away with it here. Taco goes down to Toy, but Toy is running out of time here, as well as HP. He's going to try to Molotov off the stairs and go for the defuse here. Oh, he's just going to fake it, but Henny, too wise, and he was burning that whole time, it seems.
Yeah, he almost burns to his death there, but 2 really important things about that round. Number 1 is the jump into window that netted FNX frag into the window room. He almost got more for that, and that particular lurk is a great way of opening up a round, especially when they don't expect it. Number 2 is the team play for the flash, for the push onto CT spawn on the post plant there to get them an extra frag and put them up another man.
Yeah, I'm just loving the coordination from the Brazilians here. They take up mid very quickly, but the CT side is rushing into the A halls. Unfortunately for them, they've ended up just giving the bomb site entirely to the T side. FNX does bring down Ellie near the balcony, but are they going to know how many members have pushed up here for Method? And they're not surprised by anything. I mean, these teams must have played each other before.
The way I see it right now is that right there was a gamble towards the halls, and unfortunately for them, perhaps Gamers Academy knows that they like to eco into halls, and they just did the A split knowing that one of their primary spots they like to go is halls, so they just say, well, let's go mid, let's go ramp, and we'll crunch onto A, and if they're doing their hall stack, we beat it. If not, we have 5 people going to the same place for this anti-eco, and we're playing together as a team, so that's, for them, either way they play it, they feel like they got a right read, and they definitely did.
All right, we're going to take a quick look at the Method comms as they are going down a significant amount of rounds. Let's see how they can make their comeback.
Oh, shit spawn. Sam, you want to try open connector? I'll just op the cap.
Sure.
They smoke window pretty good.
Okay.
Heads up on that.
They go up connect. They usually do a lot of connectors.
Yeah, they want mid control.
Alright. It's just.
So I'm gonna boost you on the box and kind of. Never mind.
Justin got it. I'm gonna go to our connector.
Nothing for you, Toy. Just heads up. Okay. Sorry, I should call that earlier.
If that's your halls we want.
Couple B. Watch your
Call for it. One hopping over B.
Okay.
Just flash it.
Flashing.
What a shot by Henny. That was so fast. It's so hard to hit those jumping hitboxes, but apparently Henny has no problem doing so. So a nice entry now for Gamers Academy, and Ellie left to try to pick up the slack, as there are a bunch of the Gamers Academy members just waiting to bust into the B bomb site here. Ellie, a bit out of position, goes for the frag onto Henny, hits that shot, needs the no-scope, but he can't get it onto Lucas. And now 3 members of Method left to try to retake. 1 member is close in Kitchen, but he might want to wait for his teammates to arrive. And Method, they can't drop any more rounds, so it looks like they are going to go for this. Silent goes for the no-scope into the knife. That is the strangest combo I've seen in some time.
Yeah, sometimes when you get in those situations, there's nothing else left to do. You run out of bullets in both guns, or maybe you have an op or something like that, and there's nothing you could do about it. Sometimes the knife just presents itself. Like Silent can't really do anything about it.
But and then he ends up getting shanked, which is the most ridiculous part. I mean, most of the time when you're going for the knife, you're gonna get shot down. But okay, Brazilians having some fun now, 9-1, and this was the score on cash before Method made their comeback. But their comeback was on the CT side.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a lot harder on the T side to make that comeback. So for them, they're definitely hoping to take the last 5 rounds here. It's extremely difficult on T side of most maps in Go, let alone a map like Mirage. This is not exactly a very T-sided map.
No, there's so many different positions the CT can make it difficult for you on the T side to execute. FNX pushes up in the B halls and drops Toy, playing from the truck area, and Gamers Academy still taking into the B bomb site. Big flank underway from Method, however, but again, good smokes by Gamers Academy. Their nade work, post-plant, and retakes is just beautiful. It's something to behold. And again, look at that. They're trying to go for the boost at Catwalk, and they still get Molotov off there. It's just crazy stuff. Like, how do you react to this if your method, everything is on point for Gamers Academy here? And Silent, Ellie, as well as Streber. Yeah, they're just going to save. And that B take, could you hold that?
Let's just say I'm an opper, and B's incredibly hard to hold with an op.
Yeah.
No, it's that B take when FNX just comes out of that smoke like that and gets the entry frag. It's incredibly hard from there to hold the take. The guy who's playing to hold that smoke needs to get at least one, preferably two, to be able to hold that B take. Past that, it's almost a lost cause. The guy in sight has to make a huge play.
Yeah, it's like a la Dust 2, really. I mean, if you're playing B by yourself, 1 is minimum, 2 is good. Anything after that is just gravy.
Yeah, you're always looking for 2 on CT sides. That's always the goal for a CT side is 2 frags.
All right, so 10 rounds now claimed by Gamers Academy, and this is just already, it's been out of control for Method. Unless they can win these next 4 rounds and then win pistol round, I mean, you got to give it to the Brazilians at this point.
They have an incredibly good T side so far. They've been really getting good reads on Method, and they've been just kind of picking them apart in extremities where they're weak.
And Method here. All right. Little win to the sails as Ellie drops Taco. They're Silent, finally hitting some op shots onto Lucas. And it's Showtime as well as Henny. Now last player's alive, and economic damage wouldn't be too bad for them. I mean, sure, Method probably going to win this round, but if Gamers Academy could take away a few of their weapons and then win the following round, probably going to close it out, given the monetary situation. But I'm getting way ahead of myself, as Gamers Academy still have not lost this round. Oh, Henny. He doesn't miss, but he doesn't kill him, as he spots a player out at bench, and now he's all alone as his teammate did get flanked by Ellie. Henny now 1 versus 5. We've seen this guy do some crazy stuff with the AWP. But now that his position has been revealed, I'd be surprised if Method continue peeking him. Justin did give him a glimpse.
Yeah, they need all the economy they can keep right now. They really need to make sure they don't sacrifice a rifle.
It does look like Henny. Just 1 bullet probably would have brought down Ellie. And Method, they got around, but is it too late is the question. 2 rounds versus 10, but they did survive with 5 in the previous round. So at least if they lose this next one, they'll be able to buy. But just look at the score.
Yeah, the score tells a lot, but there's been comebacks that are more impressive than a 5 to 10. So if they can take the rest of the CT side, it's not totally out of the question for them.
Yeah, maybe Method can put together a spectacular T side half. I mean, it's gonna be a necessity at this point. So Method hanging on to middle. We got Ellie from the catwalk, Streber inside of the connector. Ellie hits the op shot onto Henny. And Henny hasn't been losing too many op duels. So Method may be able to close this out, but is it a bit too late to finally put the map onto lockdown as Streber onto Lucas? So they find themselves in the 3-on-5 here, very spread out are the Brazilians. Taco sitting at middle with the bomb here, going to get grouped up with his teammate. They got a player at stairs. Who engages first here for the Brazilians?
They're so spread out, it could be any of them. Basically, what they want to do right now is they just need to pick somebody off that's either pushing or out of position, is already caught in a position where they can't really move, and somewhere they can do something about them, Right now, they're probably just going to try to group up, though. Yeah, right now, they're going back towards A. What they want to do is they want to just try to get a pick off and then execute 3v4 and hope for the best.
Yeah, just hope for the best. That's oftentimes all you can do in these situations when you're already so far down in the round. And about 30 seconds left on the clock. Time to make their move. Showtime going to be walking into the bomb site with this AWP. Silent gets the frag. That off nerf. Really difficult to entry if you're just creeping on in as Silent gets another one from the ticket booth. Looking for the third. Taco will finally bring him down. They are going to get the bomb down, however. Never mind. As Streber gets in there and drops Taco. So 3-10 now. But 10 rounds, even if Method close it up, that's enough.
Yeah, it's an incredibly difficult number to come back from. One of the things that Gamers Academy has done very well, by the way, in the last 2 rounds is whenever they're down large amounts of numbers, they're sending that op in to pick. And what they did 2 rounds ago is they boosted onto that off angle up there onto the box on Cat, and they just tried to find a frag. Now, granted, both times it hasn't worked out, but their ideas have been exactly on point. You need to take a player to be able to make a pick and then attempt at least to even up the round, and they've done that both times. Even though they haven't gotten it, haven't been rewarded, they've had proper ideas on how to salvage these rounds.
Yeah, I mean, the idea is there from Gamers Academy. And just going to go with a simple A split. No aggression coming out from Method. So they're pretty much in the dark here. They still have 3 players near the bomb site, but going to get isolated from jungle as well as stairs. Only 1 player below the balcony. He goes down, and now Method. Are they going to rush through the smoke or wait for their players to arrive for the retake? Bomb just about to go down for the Brazilians. They're pushing into CT spawn here. Ellie can't go down. Hits the no-scope. Damn near fully blind. That's a big frag, because now they have a slight player advantage. 4-on-3 hits another one. That's Taco getting domed. And now Henny with his AWP all alone. Never mind, it's FNX. He gets 2 of them. 1-on-3. Can he do it? And that is it. Gets the 1-on-3. FNX. I thought it was Henny. I've been just so focused on this guy, but FNX, I guess he could play too.
FNX is also a very good player. Every person on this Gamers Academy team has been extremely impressive seeing them here. I haven't had the opportunity to see most of them play, but watching them play here, they're an extremely impressive team.
Now we saw it there on the replay. Beautiful 1-on-3 by FNX. And as well as Henny, can't take anything away from him. Did make it a bit easier for his teammate, but now look at this adjustment from Gamers Academy. On the final round of the half, they're just going to go in straight raw into the bomb site. And they do get both of the entries. Looking to return his Method. And Taco, oh my god, he just shanked Silent. That is just disrespect at this point. Strebber, as well as Toy. There's no saving at this point, and that is a flawless round to end it, as well as the shank on top of it. 12-3, and another dominant first half by the Brazilians.
Yeah, an incredibly good T side. Normally, this is the kind of score you'd expect to see from a CT side.
Yeah,
but their T side extremely impressive. They're working very well, basically reading Method. Every time they've had an anti-eco situation, they've been able to call what Method's wanted to do with the push halls. The other time, running up into the A site. Both their calls have been incredibly spot on for things like that.
And I'm not trying to be biased here, but I really want Method to take this pistol round just so I could see some more Gamers Academy retakes, because they have been just beautiful. So Method here, spread out. They got 2 members towards the B side, 3 waiting outside of A, bringing the guy into tunnels. It looks like it's eventually going to be an A split here. And the CTs have stacked 3B at the beginning of the round. But now starting to shift over. Method's window is closing. They have to hit this bomb site soon, as they do trade 1-for-1 thus far. Splitting up from the middle, 3 players coming from the CT spawn for the Brazilians here. They might want to think about planning on the opposite side. They got a firing squad lined up from the CT spawn. Method cannot afford to drop this pistol round, as they do get the bomb down, but they're down a man. And now everybody peeking together for Gamers Academy. Their trades are phenomenal, but is it good enough as Justin is now in a 1-on-2. Showtime, as well as Henny, going to tap the bomb. Looking, Justin peeking up. Oh, Henny. Not only can this man op, he's got a sick pistol as well, and it looks like Method. They gotta win the second pistol round, or would you save up for the AK here?
Well, they got the bomb plant, so even though they're down quite a bit right now, they can get a 3rd round buy, a nice 3rd round buy with rifles and such, especially if, well, it looks like they're going to go for the force anyway. One thing they did incredibly well in that round, though, is they got the bomb plant. The way they entered into that site and then managed to plant on the front side of triple right there, that's an incredibly good call to come up there and take the site off the split. The only unfortunate part is the post plant didn't work out for them.
Yeah.
3 people retaking from CT, unfortunately. They didn't have the utility to do anything about them. They couldn't flash peek them. They couldn't nade them or anything like that.
Yeah, just all peek together. Such coordination from Gamers Academy, and now Method grouping up towards the B side. Taco gets a good nade in onto Method, but he is forced off of his position, but it's Lucas down below with the auto shotgun, looking to make some money as well as end the round for Method. Here he is smoked off. The Brazilians just so patient with this, but Method do reply with 2 frags. It's just down to Justin now, as the patience does in the end pay off. I guess it's not finalized just yet. Maybe Justin has something for us, but Henny is going to end his life. 14 rounds now for Gamers Academy. And this is where you think, maybe we should have saved for those AKs.
Well, they did get the bomb down, and they actually got some entries into the site. If it's just a little bit cleaner than that, maybe they pick off the first guy who gets the auto shotgun kill, and the round's completely different. They were very close on that round. Unfortunately, they're going to save here. If they were going to go for the save here, it would have made more sense to save the round previous and have a full rifle buy for their first instead of...
And this is something, like... We don't see teams do this often anymore, is saving until the 15th round. Like, it was kind of the standard. Say you lose, like in Source or 1.6, I'll hold that thought, as we do have Method rushing into the A-bomb site from the balcony, but it's an absolute bloodbath. What a slaughter. Gamers Academy not giving up a single frag. 15-3. But what I was trying to make the point, back in the day it was the standard, you would save for a full buy even if it meant giving up the tie round.
Yeah, exactly. You want to be able to get the round first and foremost. You care about the round in hand, and if you don't feel that you have the utility to win the round, especially on the CT-sided maps, the more CT-sided the map, the harder it is to win the round with less utility. So you want to get those saves in, even if they cost you the match point round.
Yeah. So that is the route that Method has taken, but can they put together 12 rounds in a row on the T side? It doesn't look like it. Gamers Academy looking to end it right here and now. As everybody going down from Method, it's already down to a 2-on-4. So much aggression coming in from the CT side. Toy, as well as Strebber, versus 3 of the Gamers Academy members. They do have Strebber, who is watching the flank as he finishes off Showtime, coming all the way around. But still another flank already occurring as Taco is creeping up the B halls, and he's not going to push all the way. Strebber's going to peek him. He wins that duel. So still alive here is Method. But they got to make it through FNX, who is already inside of the B bomb site. Are they going to expect him to be there? Expect him to be here this quickly? Is the problem? I don't think so. This should be an easy finish for FNX, just like that. 16-3, back-to-back dominant maps by the Brazilians. And I mean, if they keep playing like this, we're probably going to have a Brazilian final.
The Brazilians are very good. Games Academy coming over, having won the Brazilian tournament, correct?
Yes, Golden Chance?
I think so. That would be it. Yeah, they're showing a lot of promise. They're a very good team.
Took a best-of-3 on Luminosity.
Yeah, they are an impressive team. You know, from North America, most of us aren't very familiar with the Brazilians. It's a scene we don't keep up with, and seeing them play, like seeing them live here, they're a very impressive team.
Yeah, I'm excited to see more of them. We're definitely going to see more of them coming up pretty soon here. But before our next match, we are going to take a quick, short break. And this is Foe. I am Laser Jesus, and perhaps we will see you again.